In the Buzz now at 9, what do you think of a straight A student faking a pregnancy just to see how her community would react? 17-year-old Gaby Rodriguez was able to pull one over on her entire school, even her brothers and sisters, thanks to a fake belly. The only people who knew the truth, her mom, her boyfriend, her principal, who okayed this project. What was the point behind all of this? Well, Gaby wanted to see how people reacted to teen pregnancy in her community.
A lot of the rumors were just that I was irresponsible and that I wasn't going to continue in college, and even, it was bound to happen anyways, and I knew she was going to get pregnant, and there was even one of, doesn't she know she just ruined her life?
Well, Gaby plans to share her findings with the community board in hopes that teens who are pregnant and who are really pregnant are treated better than she was. Now, and what do you think of what this young woman did?
Well, Danielle Hoover, she's talking about. She says, kind of sounds like a ploy for attention.
Melissa Hilo writes, good for her. She got the proper approval, toughed it out the entire time, raised awareness.
Well, here's what Maggie Shaw is saying on Facebook. She wonders, I don't know what would be learned by this that could not be learned from interviewing teen moms who were actually pregnant.
And Lori Pryor says, sorry, I think she got the national attention she was looking for. Straight A girls get pregnant too. Woohoo! Who knew? And I wanted to get to the comments quickly because there are so many of them. Jeff Vita Clausen says, with shows like MTV's Teen Mom and movies like Juno glamorizing teen pregnancy, I think it's great that she got a real perspective on what a pregnant teen without cameras following her around might face. Very young. I mean, people are definitely talking about it now, shedding some light on that situation.
And it's really interesting because when she pulled the belly off, she was in an assembly and her mother's mouth just dropped. You know, everybody was just, shocked. Not her mother, because she knew, but there were some other teachers who started crying. Her mother was there to embrace her right after she announced that this was all just for this project that she was on. There were some students who were just really shocked and surprised as well by this. Why do this, they were wondering, but her point is to bring light to what many of them had done to her while she was walking around campus, which was make fun of her.
Well, that's unfortunate that she was made fun of and that she was maybe called derogatory names, but I think a better project or, test experiment would have done something to encourage kids not to get pregnant in the first place. I just think teen pregnancy is such an issue. It is so glamorized, not in the media so much, but in shows like Teen Moms, and in the magazines.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. Because of those shows, both of you, because of those shows, it's happening, and that was her point. She said, this is already happening. There are so many teens who are pregnant, even in her own school district, that she felt this was a way to kind of teach tolerance, if you will. So it's tough. It's really tough when you have, situations where young girls are going out and getting pregnant, and what do you do? And you've got shows like MTV, that glorify it.
Yeah, like I said, she should not be treated poorly, but you can expect raised eyebrows.
Yeah.
This is not something that should be glamorized or, thought of as, hey, no big deal, because it is.
Yeah.
It's a huge deal. It affects your life and the child's life forever.